Hi everyone, so today we're going to go around the office and ask some Brandsymbol team members what their favorite pharmaceutical brand name is. So I'm going to start things off for us. My favorite pharma brand name is Cosella. It's a very simple, short, pronounceable name that doesn't always happen, and it has a really soft, comforting sound for cancer patients.
My favorite is Vyleesi. It's a women's health product and actually stems from Khaleesi, which is the Queen of Dragons from Game of Thrones.
My favorite name is probably Izervay because it's an eye drop, and so it's from eye and preserve.
My favorite pharmaceutical name would be Relivrio, just because it's got an obvious relation to relieve, and it's a really upbeat sounding name, and I've just always really liked it.
My favorite Brandsymbol brand name is Ivisia, which is actually an over-the-counter eye drop for dry eyes. And I love it because of two reasons. It quite literally has eye and vision in the name, but I also use the product every day.
One of my most favorite names is Covafens, which is for a COVID vaccine that was released in Canada. And I love it because it's an incredible descriptive name at a time when go-to-market time periods were really short and tight. So that's why I like Covafens.
One of my favorite pharmaceutical brand names, and I have a lot that I want to talk about, is Cequa. It's an eye drop from Sun Pharmaceuticals. And the reason I like it and I want to mention it today, it's a two-syllable name that actually for an eye drop has the word C in it. The advantage of using Cequa over Restasis or Xiidra, two other names in the segment, is that this eye drop does not hurt the eye as bad. It's not as painful. So you have C, spelled S-E, qua, for quelling the pain or the irritation by putting the eye drop in the eye. And I think it's a great consumer sounding brand name for an eye drop.
So Cytalux is a fantastic brand altogether, and I got to work on this project, which was a fantastic experience. We love projects where we get to work on multiple different names and designs, so we worked on the non-proprietary name, which is Pathylocyanine is their non-proprietary name, the brand name Cytalux, and the logo design. So it's just they were a great team to work with. And the name itself speaks directly to the product. So this is a product, an oncology product that targets cancerous cells and lights them up. So you inject this product prior to surgery, and it actually targets and illuminates cancerous cells. So Cytalux was derived from cyte, which is the Latin derivation for cell, and lux, which is the Latin derivation for light. So it's pretty directly speaking to what the product does. And we wanted it to be very innovative and powerful in sound, so adding that A in the middle for that forward momentum, and also just Cytalux, those two Latin derivations have a very powerful and innovative sound to them.
So one of the best names I had the opportunity to work on and take ownership of is Veoza. The clients wanted something along the lines of short, something that was more feminine for VMS, menopausal type symptoms, and more importantly, short and to the point. So Veoza was the name that we chose. It basically fell in line with the non-proprietary name, fezolinetant, and more importantly, it was a name that the entire team fell in love with.
Oh man, my favorite pharmaceutical brand name is Enmazeb, one we did for Regeneron a few years ago, and it's an Ebola treatment. And the reason that it's my particular favorite is just because of the impact it's going to have. This particular drug, it's really revolutionized the treatment and the outcomes for patients with Ebola, and we worked really hard to work with the Regeneron team to come up with a name that was going to appeal to the patients that are going to be in Africa. So it was a really unique project, and it resulted in a great name, and it's my favorite, and I'm really proud of it.
Definitely Sotyktu. From a medical perspective, it speaks to selective oral TYK2 inhibitor. So it has the entire MOA built into the name, which is a very rare thing for a pharmaceutical product these days.
My favorite pharmaceutical name is Boniva, and it's because my mom takes it and my sister takes it, and it reminds me of bones, so it helps strengthen their bones.
Sotyktu, yes, because it's out there in the TV and commercials, and it seems to be a great product, and the written name seems to be working great for it. And I like that it winks when they show the end of the commercial, the pill and everything winks at you.
So my favorite Brandsymbol pharmaceutical name approval would be Voidea. So this was AstraZeneca's first approval after acquiring Alexion, and it is a voyage to a new day for patients suffering from PNH disease.